Alright, so welcome back to another day. Today's day, I don't even know, 151, I believe, 152 actually. So, yeah, pretty much I am gonna be kind of setting this as finished. I don't want to keep working on this, but not because I don't like it, because I'm gonna be building it in a separate repo, and I'm gonna be building it in like a more professional way, if it makes sense. So I want to take kind of the original inspiration that I got for this project as a reference to building this, and also what I've done in this project as well to kind of rebuild everything and make sure that it's actually somewhat good. Because right now, sure, the visual part works, but the audio is giving me so many troubles. And I think I can do a much better job if I just start from scratch and kind of get the most important or most relevant parts of this and mix it with kind of the organization that he used in the original Sound of Sorting to kind of get a better result. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing. So let's just make a directory. Actually, let me go in here to also create a repo as well. No, this is oh, whoa, repository, no template. Repository. Let's just say I'm just gonna call it C-sort. C-sort. Public, get ignore. Let's just create it and then C-sort. Do I have anything with S? I do, yeah. Well. Right. Let me change this to main. Right. Huh? Remote origin already exists. What are you talking? Oh shoot. What the fuck? Field push and reps. Source replacement is not much him. What are you talking about, bro? What the hell is going on? I mean, obviously not at GDB. Okay. Alright, so now it should work. Alright, there we go. Okay, so let's just go make the source folder. Is it the include folder? Probably gonna have a config. And I'm probably gonna have, what did I have here? Here I had a sound, config fonts, header. I don't know, let's just say resources. Okay. .cpp. Obviously can include SDL3, SDLH, main. see. We'll see out. Hello. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hello, world. Little character. Going in eyebrows. And then I obviously have to make a make file. Let me take this as inspiration. So I'm not going to be using SFML because that's kind of trash. Bug this whole thing I just go out. Then this whole thing can go out as well. Alright, so I'm using SDL3 and then using the font as well. Okay. Then I am gonna need this. Just there's nothing here besides the main. Alright, this is also gonna be good. The target is gonna be called whoops. Okay. And then compile right. This and this and this and that. Okay, actually I can copy the rest. Boom. 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 Should probably be good to go. Make. Now if I say so hello world. Alright, so this is set up. Great. Let me do lazy update so this stops showing up. MATLAB, what the fuck? Yo, get these out of here, bro. Anyways, so I have no idea how to do this. Especially the sound part. I checked out where was it? Where was it? Here, the original repo, and I wanted to, see how he did all the sound thing. And this is in this sort sound.cpp. And bro, the amount of things this guy has in here is insane. Like, insane. Look at this entire thing. What are we doing? Wave triangle? Wave? And like, what is all this? I thought he was just playing sounds like I was doing. Like, you just have a sound. You change the pitch maybe and that's it. But no, he has a whole fucking audio system in this project. It's insane. And so the visual part, like I said, is pretty much done. That's gonna be probably the least of my problems. But I would like to get something similar to this. I mean, obviously I have no idea what any of these things do. I guess I have to find out as I go by. But yeah, I mean, this obviously with the help of... Is there a header file? Or a header thing going on? Delete algorithms. There's not really that many. Is it all just in here? So for example, short sound, this doesn't have any... Yeah, it doesn't have any header file corresponding to it. Okay. It's good, it's good, it's good, it's all good. Also, another thing that I noticed is that this has a lot of issues where people are not able to build this or run this, like, how to build on Windows, how to run this on Mac, compilation failure, all of this, like, these are the main problems. Problems that have been here for 5 years. Damn. Anyways, so maybe I can get something that actually works on Linux, Who knows? Who knows? Alright, so I want to do something for sure where it's gonna be init, I don't know, init program. Why not? Then I can go init program. Yeah. Alright, so in here, let me pull up my good old this. Boom. Source. Main.cpp. See what I had in here. Alright, let me... Wait, I might need to... Let's do out init Dude, what? SDO with video and audio. Init with SDO video. Is it all caps? SDO init video. When it does not return. Okay, so this is a error. Well, error trying to initialize SDO. Pretty much, and then we do a decline, and then we return -1. Alright. Let me check out if this works. Yes. Okay. So then we have this. The font is probably going to be something a little secondary. Let me define some things here, like the what the hell is that? Define window height. Height is gonna be 100. Then window width. It's gonna be 1600. So I can go and say SDO create window with C-Sword as a title, with the window width, the window height, and then what flags did I do? Resize. SDO window resizable. Is this? Oh. The hell? Dude, oh my god, it's also failing with C++. Come on, man. Alright. Let me have my SDO window. Is it double point? No, it's just one, right? Where's this thing? Window. Where do I even declare my window? Oh, there it is. Alright. So window. Sorry, so to null at the moment. Yeah, I just knew this. Window equals to this. I don't know if maybe. No, if this is null, then you know. Window null, then I say cout error trying to create SDO window. Then null and return -1. Alright. Set window position. Yeah. Not much in function. Alright, I think I need to create a render and then render created successful. In CPP. Do I need to include anything in here? I mean, I probably should, no? And is the all render? Render. Well, not found. Oh, it's render.h. Right. My bad. So we have all these things in here. And I call in a program, and then I have to say wait render with the window and null. Let me just copy all this. Alright, sorry about for that interruption. I had to stop recording for a minute. But but we're back. That's the important thing. Anyway, so, I don't know if you guys can hear me correctly. Let me put this up a little, increase the volume a little bit. So now I should technically create the window. It does. Alright. Alright, so if I add something like, you know, a good old STL delay, measure in milliseconds. If I do 2000, it should be about 2 minutes. I mean, 2 seconds. 1, 2, boom, out of here. Alright, so we got a window. Let's just do a good old commit saying we have a window. And then from here, it's just trying to be better than the old version that I had. So how does he divide all this? Where is it? Here. All sources reside in source. The main window GUI functions are grouped in WMain H or CPP. The short specification including instrument and array class and painting methods are in WSortView. Sort algo contains all the sorting algorithms. It is mainly modified to operate on WSortView object, which exposes most of the usual array operations. Operator, what the hell is that? Operator. What the hell is this? I have no idea. These were mainly okay. There's also a watch to do live tracking of indexes stored as local variables. Use this with Git. Comparison, counting, and sound effects are signaled by the operator's array item, which is the item class of this domain array WSortView. Array item. So what the hell is this? I have some questions on operator overload, and I found this example on net. Treat the box as small main interpretation. So you have an array. Wait, you can declare an array like that? Do it first thing that I actually know. What the hell? Array. Array order. And you declare the size there as well. That's crazy. Anyways, so you have your value, which is an int array. No, it's the first. Okay. Then int array warning goes on. Each time is called y. Calls T operator. T operator. During one of the const, you get an error because the memory function is gonna have the same const qualification of parameters. There would be no between them. But I mean, I guess, bro, this is something that I might even have to worry about in the future. Don't care. Okay, so let's just say if init program or else, I mean, if it's 0, then I guess I could do, what if it's -1? Then something has definitely gone to shit. Error initializing one of the components. Initializing the components of the program. Now we obviously do an exit because, you know, this is pretty much source file is not a valid. What are you talking about, bro? Okay, I'm not even gonna find out because I don't have to. So this guy has sortalgo.hv contains all sorting algorithms, which makes sense. These were mainly modified to operate on WSortView object. Let's check out this WSort H, which I guess contains the WSortView object. If GitHub wants load, of course. So this is the sort view. Sort delay. I don't really know what this means. Are you inherited from both classes? It's kind of crazy. You have your constructor, you have the structure, you have a class. WMain is with the array to sort. So you have a sort array M array. I guess you have to include some sort of array.h as well. Sort array.cvp. So to include this sort condition. What the fuck is this, man? So you have a public array item, array whatever structure here. Do you get the value, the type? Comes value type. No, you return the value. Did you compare? Ternary comparison, which counts just one. Equal direct, less direct, right direct, on comparison, short delay. Sort array. So you have a vector of array item, which array item, where's the class array item here? So you have a value type, and then you have a value of said value type. And then in the constructor you pass the value type. Alright, and then you have a maximum value and array per scale display. So you have a maximum value for the array. But where is this maximum value kind of defined? Is it defined before the user executes, or is the user in charge of selecting the maximum value? Anyways, position of very last get set access for two swaps. So you have access 1 and access 2, array of gets and access and last main event. So you keep track of all this on another vector. Okay, so he uses vectors then. Good. Custom markers in the array set by algorithm. I don't know why you would need that, but I guess it's fine. The number of inversions in the array order. What is an inversion? I don't know. Anyways, get this out. Why? Anyways, to have a struct access with index, color, sustain, and priority. So you keep an access on it. Right. You have a mutex for this, you have sort array, set sort delay, where you obviously not. Called by main when our algorithm starts, set count inversions, standard data. Build array with one of the predefined data templates. Oh, so you have a data template, it's not random. Huh, interesting. Right. Calculate the number of runs in the array. The hell? Reset the array to the given size. Alright. So this is the sort array dot h. And then what about the sort array dot cpp? Here it is. So this is kind of what their whole sound thing goes on. I don't think it's here though. On I'll go lunch. Recall conversions. Reset array, so you reset the array. Okay. Then you finish the fill. And then you assert that the size is bigger than 0. Calculate max value in the array. Max equals get the array. You set access markers. Okay, so you're finishing the fill. Fill input list. Fill data. So this is where you fill the array with data. With one of the data templates that he sent. With skew one end, descend in one end, ascend in one end. Okay, I mean I guess that makes sense, yeah. One more equal values. W. Less two winners, one less. Okay. Should 10 and a half. How many schemas do you have? You have 5 schemas of data. Right. On access, so you increase the access count, then you add a delay, and delay on access. Text word, a Markov. Need to pick a iterator and submit the algorithms, change the array. Okay, so if this is not true, then okay. sorted is false, and then you break. Okay, so do you check this every single time? I don't know. Double cal conversions, recal conversions, opted inversions. Okay, so this is pretty clear where he has a class, sort array.cpp, where he does all the different things for the sort array, of course. But then he has a sort array.h. Is this where all the kind of array object is contained? These were mainly modified to operate on WSortView object. What is the WSortView object? It's just like, I don't know, for example, the rectangles of SDO, in a way, WSortView.cpp.h. So what are you? WSortView microsleep, microseconds. Do delay, so then you do delay. This is WSortView.h. Okay, so like we said, we have. Okay, so you have a class that is kind of like the visual representation of the array, but then you include the set array in here. Okay. Let me actually go into my README. So, breakdown of the project so far. So this guy has WSortView CPP, so he has the array itself. Well, it's not that he has the array itself. What is this? Where's the WSort? Short array.h here. He has an array item where you have the value of said array item. It's no implicit data types because most random algorithms use comparisons, however, arithmetic sort and similarly use the following data access. To add sound for this, we use a separate callback. Alright. And then on access, you increase that. On comparison. Static void on comparison. And where's this on comparison? Get index color and access list, get runs on comparison. On comparisons. Where does this come from? Where do you come from, buddy? Get out of here. Oh, here it is. Compare count. So these are just global variables, not even extern. Comparisons of array items. You have the compare count and then you have the access count. I guess these are then accessed by the W short view, I guess, to kind of display them on text. Compare count and the access count. So on comparison, not only do you increase the compare count, but also you do sound access in this file. Void sound access, which I guess this kind of changes or does a sound depending on the actual value of set two elements, A and B, which are array items of itself. So let's just do this. Let's say object slash class array item with fields slash properties such as where's this WSortView, not what I want. Sort array, you have sort array and then you have the, where the hell is this? Was it here? So obviously you're gonna have a value of value type. My case might just be uint32. Or actually 64 or 32. 32. That's 4 bytes with the usual size, yeah. Or something like that. Okay. You have the explicit array item. Okay. There's no implicit datacast. Okay, so on axis. Wait, so on axis, was it here? On axis. On comparison, on axis. But this is on the sort rate CPP. It's on axis. Then you have the array item on axis. Okay. On axis method to kind of change the sounds. Something like that. On axis method, which I'm gonna place a sound dependent on the value of set array item. What else do you have? I still need some kind of clarity here. What do I have? Sort view, I don't care about you for now. So you have all these different things. Compare, on comparison, which I guess on comparison does make another sound. Okay. But this is array item. So this is inside of the array item class. This in V. Okay. Okay, I mean I get it. I get all of these things, which is like, okay, you kind of swap all these different operators to kind of fit the array item class where you have the method and so okay. On comparison method to compare obviously different values and also to increase the compare count as well as playing sound depending on the value of both elements that are being compared. What the hell just happened? I did not mean to do that. Right. Compare on comparison. Okay, then we have sure a short delay. Whatever. So on axis you have your value type. Whatever. Good, right. Data accessed by visualizer. So you can get the value, you return the value, yes. Obviously, method to return the value of set array item. Sort array, then you have a sort array. I will class, this is the sort array class, which contains, I guess, an array items. Contains an array of array items. Actually, not an array, a vector contains a vector. And then maximum value in array for scaling display. So you get a value type of the same value type as the array, which is the maximum value. Okay. Value, okay. Max value of the array for For what? For scaling display. Scaling display. Makes a lot of sense. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. The number of inversions in the right order. Don't really understand this field. I don't know what I just did. Where is my? Okay, here. So this is all protected. You have a struct access with the index, the color, the sustain, and the priority. I don't understand why you would have to assign a priority to this, but I guess this kind of makes sense. RF get set accesses in last paint effect. So you do have a paint effect. Or what I look, well, it's not a class, it's a struct access. Access touch color with fields, index, color, sustain, and priority. Not really sure about the last two fields. Okay. Position of every last get set access. Okay, then you have two variables of type access to keep track of swaps. Right? Position of very last get set accesses. Two for swaps. Keep track of the last swap. Okay, custom markers in the array shaped by algorithm. I don't get this one. Array of get set access since last paint event. I also don't really get this one. Custom watch index pointer in the array set by algorithm. Mutex for accesses and watch items. Because you do. Right. Yeah, sort of have to obviously to indicate if the array has been sorted. Okay. You have a pointer to the lake function. Pointer to the lake function. Have to look put into this. What is going on? Okay, then I have a public mutex. Public mutex for accesses. Accesses. Okay. Then you set the delay. Say set pointer to delay function. Functional or function. Called by main when an algorithm starts on algo launch. I have to look into this turn off calculation of inversions. Don't know why you would have to do this. Anyways, because you have all these different things where you take if it's sorter, on access, central access function called by each array access of the algorithms. On access, could you take me to this? Where's this? Okay, so this is okay. So I guess in here array item on access, but this is not in the array item thing. This is in the sort array thing. What the hell? Public on access. So then you should have the sort array on access as well. Right? On access. There we go. So you do, what the hell is this? You do a axis of the array and then an axis of each value? What the hell? Not too sure about that one. Not too sure about that one. Okay, let's just keep going now. Check array after sorting backwards. Reset array. Finish fill. Or when data fill function is finished. Save access to array. Forward to sound system. Okay. Updating version size value type array. Return the array max. Class array alien value type array max. Return highest element in value in array. So you have your maximum value here. Return an array item of the array, bypassing sound counting on delay. So you just return this value, okay, with an index. Return an item of the array, yields counting on delay. Return a mutable item of the array. Set an item of the array first set, then yield sound counting on delay. So I guess this is for different algorithms where you just have to set the thing, right? Where you have the index and the actual value you want to set. Okay, so you just set this. Boom. Special function to swap the value in the array. This method provides a specific visualization for this operation. To swap the value in the array. Didn't you have another swap one, which is crazy? I might be crazy. Okay, so you insert these two things and then you say, okay, you lock the mutex, then you assert that the lock is okay. You set your two last axes of the swap to this, and then you m-axis list, push back a okay, with these things. Updating versions. And then you do a swap of the array. STD swap. Exchanges the given values. Or is it this might be a little bit more hardcore than I thought. So how does he then display all this? He said that this was done in short view. So I just want to have a bit of a grasp on how he actually does it. I mean, you're gonna have for sure an array, right? That you want to display. Yeah, there we go, you have an array. So how do you display the array itself? Repaint it now. Do the delay, microslip, short view, okay, whatever. You have an access as well, what the fuck? On paint. WX client. This. What the fuck is this? Paint. Yeah, and where's this paint function, buddy? Oh, here it is. So you set the size, the width, the height, the width, the height. Not really sure what these two things are for. Draw array element bars. Each bar is with W, separation is W divided by 2. That's n bars need, and oh, this is juicy. Let me inject this into my program. Dogi. Alright. Hopefully he doesn't mind that I just stole this from, project. Sorry. This is actually done. Okay, that is there. How are you doing this? Draw rectangle. Draw rectangle. Are you using SDO? What are you doing here? I mean, you were using SDO. So I'll go wmain.h. Wmain. What does wmain do? What are you in charge of, buddy? RAM algorithm or board algorithm set or raise as set delay, set sound sustain on RAM button. You don't do much. You don't do much. So how exactly do you paint, bro? Like, how do you actually paint this? Here you just kind of set in the pen to actually um, change the colors, I guess. You have a brush and a paint. What? You have this DC. Where does this DC come from? What is this DC thing? That set background. DC. WXDC. DC. Alright, I guess I have to know what this is exactly. Clearly it does not come from Sordaco. Oh, it has to be this. DC buffer.h. But I don't know. I don't think it's in here. Wait, maybe? No. What is this DC thing? WX on WX. So what are you, buddy? DC buffer. Python. What do you mean Python, bro? WX Python is in WX C++. C++. Cross platform GUI library. Alright, so you used this for displaying. Thank God, buddy. Alright, so you used this instead, but how do you kind of set the rectangle of this to gonna fit the size of the value of the array item? We pay now, whatever, set background, do this, do this, do this. And how do you actually paint the rectangle? Door extend, whoa, what the hell is this? Okay, so I guess this is WX draw rectangle? Rectangle. How many do you have? 46. Date. Draw rectangle. So you do have this. Alright, so you do have a draw rectangle, which takes, what arguments do you take? I mean, I guess it's not the same, but self. Take a self. I mean, you know, this would be so much better if I could go to the documentation of this C++ page. WX widgets documentation. What do you mean the book, bro? I just want the methods that you have available. Tutorials, reference manuals. Right. Not really that helpful, but anyways. I guess you try list 1 pixel. So this is all inside the paint, where you have this kind of client of drawing, and then you have a size. But what are you painting exactly? Oh, you pretty much paint the entire thing. Alright, so you paint the array itself. And you have repaint. Repaint now. If is shown on screen, return is shown on screen. It must be called the algorithm thread. WX thread. Okay, so he uses WX. Alright. MSW performs counter. You also use a semaphore. Oh, interesting. So a lot of synchronization here between mutex and semaphores. Ah. Do a stepwise. Post. On paint.
So you then paint. Get size of what? Get size of what, bro? On size. Get size. Well, where's this get size come from? Like it just comes from nowhere? Does it just come from this? Might do actually. Alright, well. I mean, this is per axis. Uses MX? Is it WX now? WX in C++ for display. I guess I have to use SDO for this one. Okay, but then there has to be some sort of loop where you actually go out there, right? Sort sound, sort test, W main, CPP, not really what I'm looking for, sort view.cpp. This is exactly where I am. But where is the run thing? That was W main. W sort array. Kind of getting a bit lost. W main. So it has to be like a run function, right? Where you actually run the array. So here you define a lot of different things. Run algorithm. Okay. So you get a selection of the algo list. Select the sorting algorithm. Right. Run button. Set value false. Okay. Then you have the whole GUI thing. Don't care. Oh, maybe this is given by WX. Might be. Not planning on doing GUI for the moment. Is sorted. Okay, so if it is sorted, then you fill the data with the input type choice, get selection, and with the size. Alright, set stepwise false, algo list, get string selection, where there has to be abort algorithm, no. On run finished, on reset button, step button, on sound button, random button. But where do you actually run the algorithm? So he's using SDO on the WX widgets. Yikes. But, what things do you have here? Added. Short algo.h, wmain.h, sdo.h. I don't get this. I don't get this. So you get the name. Great. This short view with short view is what? Alright. Then algo running through, and then you run the thread. So this new thread, which is a new short algo thread. But what is this short algo? You have a short array, okay. This test size, right. Quick short, whatever. You have all these different things. So there's not. Oh, there is. My bad. So you have here all the different algorithms. Right. Right. Okay. But where is the loop that actually says, like, okay, I run this, and then how do I synchronize all those different parts? I don't know. Still not too sure about how the sync between the sorting visual representation of the sorting and the audio is done. So he launches a thread in charge of executing the actual sorting algorithm. And they are void, but not void pointer. I guess it doesn't have to be void pointer, right? Maybe it does, I don't know. JavaScript with us the algo entry list. Then where was it here? Is this where he launched the thread? Yeah. Okay, so then you get the selection, and I guess this just goes out, but you don't sleep it, you don't do anything. I mean, you just do set a delay on the different functions, so I guess that's how it happens. Come on, bro, load. God damn it. Okay, here. In this video, she always says one thing, right? Okay, no. Okay, I'm completely appreciate. How the fuck does that work? he must have sorry. Um, where he has to have STD sort in here, right? Partition out here, quick sort, ternary, bubble short, cocktail, sacred, comp short. Well, I could spend like this a good amount of time. There's no STD sort. The hell? STD. No sorting here. I mean, yeah. So how do you do that then? Heap sort, Pogo sort, Ozu sort, Pythonic sort. Oh, so here it is. Sequence begin, sequence end. Alright. Sorry. Anyways, yeah, I mean, whatever, dude. I kind of get the overall structure of the project, but the inner workings of it is still pretty unclear to me. Especially the whole, like I said, synchronizing everything. Like, how do you make sure that the algorithm does just not go crazy in terms of speed with the whole delay thing? But how does that work? You know, updated readme with a bit of a breakdown from the sound of sorting. Is it? Sound of sorting. I mean, whatever, bro. You know? What do you mean? I'll just have to keep on looking at it, you know? But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.